Okay, are we recording? Yep, we are. Alright. This is the real review of the Harbor Freight 18 volt cordless 1/4 inch hex drive impact driver. I've seen the other reviews. They suck. They talk about putting screws in and pulling screws out. I bought an adapter for the 1/4 inch sockets and an adapter for the 3/8 sockets, and we're going to tear apart an old motor off of it's an old Briggs & Stratton, 8 or 10 horsepower, and it's been sitting for years. We'll see if it can break out some old bolts. Let's get to the garage. Alright, you guys, first thing I gotta do is take a screwdriver and pull the carburetor off this cool old motor, and then we'll start using the impact gun. So I'm gonna get the carburetor off and I'll be right back. Alright, here we go. I've already got my sockets, half, 7/16. Let's see how it works out. Well, of course you would think hopefully the covers would be nothing. Let's see what a head bolt comes out like. And that's what I bought. I don't like that. See that? Camera going over. Alright, it pulled the cover bolts off easy, and I showed you a picture of that old mini bike this thing came off of, full of dirt, man. That dirt's probably from 1965, who knows. Anyway, we're going to go for the head bolts. I'm going to get the gun, and I'll be right back to you. Alright, I have to apologize if you guys didn't get the first footage, because my camera just kept screwing up on me. First it fell over, of course I couldn't get it set up right, so I was holding my hand. It seemed like the battery went dead, but here's where we're at. I've pulled this one, and this one simply. The impact gun won't pull this one. It says that it pulls 1,050 inch-pounds. That's about 87 foot-pounds. I would think it should pull it, but it won't. Now here we go on the rest of the bolts on the head. Got that one, no problem. No problem. There you go. It's doing pretty good. Just one won't come out. Let it hit it for a while. Well, it's either a stubborn bolt, maybe got rusted after, 30 years, who knows. But I'll get it broken loose with a wrench here in a second, and we'll tear a little more down with the gun and see what happens. Gotta go grab a wrench. We're stopping you guys. Alright, I just hit this reel with a wrench. I just gave it a good whack with my hand. You heard it come loose, and I hit it with the impact, pulled it the rest way off. We'll finish getting these covers out of the way using the gun. Oops, threw that bolt somewhere. No problem. I'm telling you, I'm not breaking anything loose unless I have to. We're going to see how this gun does tearing this engine, at least down to where what I can see is going on. It came on an old mini bike. In fact, you can't really see it, but it's that little one right there. And I'd like to put it back on it if it's just, it has no compression. I'm hoping for a valve or something like that, stuck. It'd be kind of cool to get it running again. Anyway, I'm going to pull the yellow cover off, and then I'll pull the head off when I turn the camera back on. I want to show you something here. It's not that, it's this. 3 bolts are longer, 5 bolts are shorter. 3 the same size, 5 the same size. Let's see. Why would that be? Well, it would be because you got this big thick piece of metal on here, and the 3 would go there that are longer, and the other 5 would go here around this side. Okay, right? Well, that's not how they were, of course. 1 was in the right place, 2 were in the wrong place. So some idiot had this apart already once. Hopefully that doesn't mean that it's all screwed up inside. They just didn't know what they were doing, and they said, oh, forget it, and threw it back together. Anyway, I'm going to get the cover off. I'll be right back. Okay. Let's see what we got inside here, okay? A little dirty. Valves are both open. That one closes. Oh, look at that. One stuck valve. Dang, right on. Hopefully we got a broken spring, just a stuck valve. I'll bet this motor's gonna go back together and run beautiful. What do you think? Is there any spark in there? I'm not sticking my finger in there and turning it. Anyway, that's good news, isn't it? Right on. Like I said, this video was to show how this gun works. So far, I give it an A. Little work with the other one bolt, but that's okay. It's got a variable speed. Sorry, putting you guys down while I get the bolt out of the inside of this thing. But it's got a variable speed, so you don't have to hit these small bolts hard, which is nice. You know, you just use this gun for everything. Oops, there we go. You know what I just did? I just tightened that bolt in. Glad I was just barely hitting the trigger. Anyway, you ready to see what happened with this valve inside? If it was a broken spring or just stuck? I do not see a broken spring. The retainer's still in place because that spring is way up right now. Well, we got to find out what's going on, but I'll bet I can pop that valve out, clean it up, and I'll bet we can start this thing up. There you go. That is awesome. I do got to figure out how to get this piece of crap off of here. I would have never did what this last guy did. They just tore it apart. I mean, these are all broken off here. Maybe those are just cover bolts. If they are, you know, I could use this original clutch on here. I don't know, man. I don't know what I'm gonna do here. I'm gonna think about that one. Anyway, pretty cool, huh, you guys? And I give the gun an A minus, let's say, okay? A minus. Next engine I tear apart, I'll do another one. Hopefully we'll find something. But that's what I wanted it to do, you know. I wanted it because I have a little bit of arthritis in my hands and stuff, and it helps me. And it's what I wanted to do. Help me tear apart little engines working on mini bikes. So I give it an A minus.